Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Get Rich 101. I'm your host. My name is Sekou Writes. And this is my book, Get Hack Your Pain Now. Hack Your Pain Now. So check it out, check it out, check it out. So those of you that just saw my intro, you know that I'm going to be talking with Reverend Melissa. You know, when we talk about Rev Mel, we're going to be talking again about money. So I just want to jump into it because I know you ran out of time last time. I'm just going to give her a little drum roll and get her in the mix. Let's go.
Hey.
Hey, let's get into it. The sounds that you're hearing, folks at home, the sounds that you're hearing are I'll let you tell. I'll let you tell it. What are those sounds we're hearing behind you?
The sound that you're hearing in the background is of my electrician
Right.
rewiring our house. And
She's not sad about it right now, but she's been very, very ebullient about it thus far. So go ahead.
I don't even know where to begin. So Monday, I won't get into a whole long story. Monday, it became apparent that we needed an electrician.
Yeah.
Because there was stuff happening that was dangerous. And so my dear friend Albert called his electrician. He came over the same day. And this was the word that the electrician used. Disaster. He said this is a disaster. So we live in an old house. It was probably close to 100 years old. And I don't know how many previous owners there have been, but I do know the owners before us were here for 26 years. And they basically, their resolution to fixing things was to put duct tape on things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, duct tape. Yeah, duct tape and a smile. Duct tape and smile. But I don't want to get you too caught up on the story because I want you to get to what we're talking about. So that happened, and she had to do what? What did you have to do, Reverend Mel? What did you have to do?
So everyone knows when you talk about plumbing, when you talk about anything electrical, any of the systems in your home, when they get messed up or need to be fixed, we're talking money.
Yeah.
Money.
Money.
We are talking boo la la la.
Ooh la la.
And thankfully, I don't know how many years it's been now, but it hasn't been many, many years. Let's just say 4, because I'm gonna say around COVID time when Sekou started talking about creating an emergency fund.
The emergency fund. The emergency fund. Y'all remember me talking about that? The emergency fund. I started talking about it. Let's go. Let's go now.
Yes. And how important that is. So let me just tell you something. For a while now, whenever I would get $5, I would save it. So I wouldn't spend.
That is so great. Because I'm still trying to get there with you. But that is so great. So she takes a $5 bill and puts it aside every time she gets it.
Yeah, every time I get a $5 bill, I put it to the side. I don't spend it. And then at the end of the year, I would spend it like it was my Christmas fund. You know, I would just, spend it on Christmas gifts.
All out.
Yes.
All out.
Yes. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
And so when Sekou started talking about the emergency fund, I said, okay, the $5 that I don't spend, instead of at the end of the year spending it on Christmas gifts or whatever, just blowing it on whatever.
Right.
I'm going to make that be my emergency fund.
Right.
And just put that to the side.
Right.
So I started doing that. And then what became important to me was identifying what a emergency is. Right? Like, what is the criteria? Because you could say anything is an emergency.
Right. You can't say anything.
You could say anything is an emergency, right?
Yeah.
Like, I could say going to Egypt is an emergency, right?
Easy.
And spend money on it that way.
Right.
You need me to move? Okay. So
the electrician. Check with the electrician now.
So this issue comes up and I'm like, oh my goodness. What are we gonna do?
Yeah. Because the man said, what's the word you use? What's the word you use?
Disaster.
Disaster.
Andy, I'm talking about you.
Yeah. Yeah.
He described it as a disaster.
Disaster. That's right.
And, you know, I can only say God is good because uh-oh.
Lights, camera, action.
No, we're fine. We're fine.
Let's go.
Oh, because we always receive what we need. Always. I truly believe that we always receive what we need. And
What?
Fee said you look beautiful in that light.
Okay, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, so, there she is. Yeah.
So this is he's been an amazing person, the electrician. So anyway, I said I didn't panic because I knew I had the emergency fund.
The emergency fund. Yeah. Now I'm gonna pause you right there though.
Yes.
When you first started the emergency fund, you started using $5 to fund the emergency fund. That means you got $5 in real life. You had to go and deposit it. Yes. That's tricky. That's tricky. You had to take it out of the real world and then deposit that money into an account of some kind, right?
Yes. So to Sekou's point, what I would do is I would accumulate the $5 until I would get $100. Okay. Right. And then I would take that to the bank and deposit it into my regular account and then transfer that into.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Go ahead.
Transfer it into my credit union account.
Okay.
Because that's the account. That's what I was doing originally. Because that was the account that I didn't have easy access to. I don't have an ATM card for it. Right. There's no Navy Federal credit unions anywhere near me. They're like upstate somewhere. So I knew that I couldn't easily get to it unless I transferred, money out of it.
Okay.
Which I would eventually wind up doing because I transfer not into my Navy Federal Credit Union account. Now I transfer it into my investment account.
Okay. And where's in your investment account is Charles Schwab?
Charles Schwab. Yes.
Charles Schwab. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now, once you've done all that, did you have a goal? It's like I'm gonna raise X amount of money.
Originally the goal was $1,000.
Okay.
But then I realized if something happened and I couldn't pay anything, how much money would I need? And that really needs to be the amount of the emergency fund. Okay. So I calculated what our monthly expenses are. And I said, okay, that's the basis. Like that's the bare minimum that it needs to be. I need that to be multiplied by like 6. Right? Because 3 to 6 months of anything could happen.
Oh, 3 to 6 months
of savings.
Okay. So you're multiplying by the amount of time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because you never know. Know. So I didn't get to that amount. I didn't get to that amount yet, but I was on my way there $5 by $5 by
About
$5
$5, and
by
that's a
$5.
huge that you did. I don't want people to miss it. She took the $5, transferred the $5 to someplace, right, before she got to place it to Charles Schwab, and now she got it going to Charles Schwab, and now she's growing it. Now, mind you, $1,000 is a lot. $1,000 is a lot. You might get to $1,000, be like, oh, I'm chilling, But Reverend Mel said, nah, I need more than that now. I need more than that.
Because in this time, in this time that we're in, in this world, $1,000 is not a lot. To me, $1,000 is like $100.
Wow, that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot, Mel. That's saying a lot. Okay.
And so $1,000 is not a lot of money. Wow. In the scheme of an emergency.
Okay, that's
right?
true.
In the scheme of emergency, $1,000 is not a lot.
Yeah.
So I knew that I needed to multiply whatever that base number was. Okay. So my goal, when you asked the goal, my goal of an emergency fund was $7,500.
Ooh,
that's
my goal.
That's my goal.
Wow, that's a serious goal.
$7,500.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, getting there, and then this happens.
Right.
And it's a blessing because I have the emergency fund.
Voila.
I have the emergency fund.
Yeah.
So start. Like, all I could say, like, don't wait. Because if you're waiting and then the emergency happens, but you still waiting, what you gonna do?
Yeah. That is great. That's great. Because, wait a minute. B King has a question, so I'm gonna let her ask a question from down the hall.
Okay.
In the meantime, I want to say that you've gone beyond me. You've gone beyond me. I gotta tell you, because I have been thinking about $1,000 as the minimum and the maximum. I've been thinking about it as the that's the end all, be all. Got $1,000, right? And then I let it go a little bit higher than that, little bit higher than that. But I wasn't really like going for $7,500. Like, I wasn't trying to go for that. But you've changed me now. I've changed my mind. First of all, I got to get these $5 because I think about it. Like, we were out somewhere and I spent $5 on what I was buying, and I was like, oh, $5, and I gave it to him, and I was like, but I hesitated about it. So now I got to remember to use that $5. Use that $5.
Oh, let me tell you, I don't give up. It's rare that I would give up a $5 bill.
Yeah.
And the other challenge, because it's kind of slowed up a little bit because I don't have cash on me often. So a lot of times I'll go to the bank just to have some cash so I could do transactions in cash. Right. So I hopefully could get $5. But I don't ask for $5. Like, if someone's giving me change at the store, I don't say, oh, instead of a 10, could you give me 2 5s? I don't say that.
Wow.
It's just like the universe.
Wow.
The universe. And there have been instances where I would have like $100 bill and I would get change back in all $5 bills. And they would say, oh, I'm so sorry to give you all these 5s. And I would just be like, you have no idea.
Wow.
This is awesome.
Wow. Yeah, I tell you, I think about it. And this was last week. I was like, I only pay this first thing with this $5 bill. And I was thinking about it, but now it's locked in. I'm going to stay with the $5 bills. I'm going to set them aside. Now that I said that, let me get to B's question. Does your family have 1 or 2 emergency funds? Oh, that's a decent question.
Okay. So I have, I see the question before that one too. Do you and your husband have separate emergency funds or joint or both. So let me answer it this way.
Marco. Don't get no trouble. Don't get no trouble.
Marco. Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell. All right.
So Marco doesn't know really that we have an emergency fund.
Wow. Whoa.
So let me say this. Let me say this.
Oh, that's live, Bell.
When Marco contributes, so we have an account for our bills. I take money from the bills account and I put some in the emergency fund. He doesn't know that I do that.
Okay.
So it's still going to household things,
right?
But a portion of it is going to the emergency fund,
right?
Now, yeah.
I'm like, oh, girl, this show is live. You got to.
I know. But it's important because it's important to know yourself and to know your partner.
Yeah.
So
moving right along.
Yeah. Moving right along. So I hope that answers the question.
Yeah.
So I do have so we have like the major emergency fund, right? That both of us contribute to, some knowingly and some unknowingly. and then I have a separate fund that's in my Acorn account. Is my separate emergency fund for, I guess, for me.
Wait, you have 2 emergency accounts?
Yeah.
What? Oh my goodness. Wow.
But I hesitate to call the Acorn account the emergency fund. It's more like my goal of like, how can I explain it?
Explain it. Explain it.
So if I have like some financial goal for something, and I was going to say Egypt, but I didn't even use it for Egypt. But let's say that, there's some trip you want to take. You want to, I don't know, sail around the world.
Right.
So I would use my Acorn account for something like that, just to start having money to the side for some goal that I have.
Okay.
That's because for me, the emergency.
Woo. Well, she froze, but man, that's a lot. That's a lot. The fact that she has 2, not 1, but 2 emergency funds, and that idea came from me, and she took it and remixed it and took it to a whole new level. Bravo. Bravo, Mel. And now she's giving it back to me for me to epitomize it at a higher level. 2 emergency accounts. What? And an emergency account to be 7,500. 7,500 as an emergency plan. That means she was able to get that emergency plan by using her $5. $5 out here in the real world. $5, just $5. Just, and people like you said, people like she said, people use their $5. I mean, they're kind of. I mean, they don't do it often. Give you $5, right? And she didn't ask for any. She didn't ask for any $5. She didn't ask for anything extra. She just gets it, and she was able to put that $5 aside to the point where she's coming up on 7,500, 7,500, 7,500, 7,500. That's amazing. That's amazing, and that's got me amped up. Got me amped up to do something bigger, to do something better. Ashe. Well, let's hope Reverend Mel comes back, but it was more than enough for me. That was more than enough for me. Yeah, 2 emergency fund accounts, that blew my mind. It didn't even occur to me. But I will now focus on using my $5 and creating a second emergency account. Ashe. Yeah, let me see what other questions are here. This is good. This answers my question. Good freaking. Let's see what she's saying. B King is saying, I'm starting over with New York City emergency funds for the 3rd time in 1 year because I've had 2 emergencies already and not discovered. But see, you had those emergencies, but you had a little bit of money. Even if it's only whatever the amount was, even if it was only a small emergency account, you still had that money there to separate that money that's separate from the regular things that you're using your money for, right? So you had that money. And so that's such a blessing to be like, all right, well, I got this much that I can give. So that's a huge blessing. Yeah. So anyway, let's see. Hey, Daria, how you doing? Yeah, she's always changing us. Yes. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm gonna close now because I am really outdone. I'm really outdone because let me say something though. You've got to be willing to have your eyes opened to the possibilities, and then you've got to be willing to remix it. You've got to be willing to upsize it. You got to be willing to do more. And here I am doing less. And Reverend Mel is doing more and more, right? And that's incredible. She is going to be able to pay off her electric bill. The guy called it a travesty or whatever he called it. She's going to be able to pay that off from her emergency account, and I bet still have some left over. And that means you got to replenish fast. Because when one thing happens, another thing happens. Well, sometimes. And you've got to be able to put that money back in. So you've got to be able to let the money go. Is that what I want to say? I just mean spend the money. You got to be able to spend the money when you hit an emergency. When you hit a real emergency, you got to be able to let it go. And then you've got to replenish fast. So you got to automate your systems. Because that'll make everything happen immediately. So yeah, Reverend Mel, you have moved me. And I will come on with you. I will get back to putting more money into my emergency fund and come up with a secondary emergency fund. Ashe. Okay, folks. I think that's it for today. I am outdone, really. 7,500. What? Wow. That's incredible. So, and imagine that coming from me. And my goal, what was promoted, was $1,000. She got $1,000 and went to get higher and higher. All right, I'm done. I just gotta say that now is better than perfect. I'm gonna do something today to start with an emergency fund today. All right, folks. Remember that now is better than perfect, and I'll see you mañana. All right, later.